Even teaching something that you've learned helps sort of solidify this learning experience and wisdom. And when you're sharing it with others, no doubt, they, share back to you, and then you kind of pour into one another. Hi entrepreneurs, welcome to another episode of Entrepreneur's Diary. I'm Gisela Lyshetti and I'm glad you're here. Okay, so today I want to talk about learning. You guys probably thought once you finish university or school or college or primary school even, learning is the last thing that you want to do. You just want to go and work and everything else. And then when you're at work, you're like, oh, I wish I could go back to school age and college stage and blah, blah, blah. We've all been there, guys. But I'm telling you, entrepreneur's lifestyle is all about learning. It's like you're permanently in school without the fun of having homework, someone correcting it, someone teaching you, and your friends for you to, muck about and have a fun and have a game and be a comedian in class. But entrepreneur's lifestyle is all about learning. You learn from your mistakes, you learn from other people's mistakes, you learn from your successes, you learn from your failures, you learn from your own personal bad decisions that you made, and you learn from your staff, you learn from your contractors, you learn from your suppliers. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. So learning is key, the key that unlocks the business. The quicker and you learn, the quicker you understand, and the quicker you can take wiser decisions on the next time around. So if I give you an example, if you learn that how to screen a supplier before actually taking them on board, that if you have the wrong supplier that you're taking on board and the battle of having to get rid of them later, you have learned a valuable lesson. Because then the next time you find a supplier, you make sure you ask the relevant questions, or you give the right briefing, or you do whatever you learned in that scenario beforehand, and then you apply it next. Another aspect of learning is also about how well, because you learn and then you forget, right? It happens to all of us. I was hands up, I've studied French for 4.5 years. Don't ask me. I wouldn't be able to tell you anything in French. Maybe the odd one or two words. The odd thing like fromage. It's not cheese. I think that's cheese. I hope it's cheese. If not, okay, well. But learning, you need to implement what you learn also in order for you to use it on a daily basis. If you don't, it's something that you'll forget about. For example, in my case, I had an experience when I was starting up on taking on board clients for a very, very little to zero amount, just because I wanted to grow that portfolio. And I overworked my staff. A lot of burnouts were happening, and I didn't understand it. I didn't learn from that experience. I didn't understand. I didn't identify what the issue was. And then later down the line, I did it again, and I did it again, and I was thinking, why are we getting burnt out? Why is this so difficult? And then I only sat down and I evaluated, and then I learned, and I said, oh my gosh, we're selling ourselves way too short. There's so much more work that I didn't know. I had to speak to my staff and say, right, what is it that you do that I don't know about, and why is it taking so long? And when they broke it down for me, I was just like, mate, this is not good. Like, I completely undervalued this service, or you, and I don't ever want to do that. So from there on, I had to then learn that there's only a certain amount of clients or certain type of client that will be suitable for us. And it's helped a lot, because now less headache, less stress, and all of the above. The other thing about learning is when you teach somebody else, you kind of solidify it. And this is one thing that I've learned when I was very, very well, when I was sort of starting out. I had interns in the business, and when I was teaching them the marketing strategies that I was aware of and I was using in my day-to-day work and everything, the more I was teaching them, the more I was coming up with creative ideas, the more I was sort of brainstorming with them. They had a few things that they said, and I thought, that's a really good idea, you know. And I started implementing it myself. So, you know, even teaching something that you've learned helps sort of solidify this learning experience and wisdom. And when you're sharing it with others, you know, no doubt, you know, they, you know, share back to you, and then you kind of pour into one another, so to say. But definitely always try and stay humble, guys. Don't take it for granted, your life experience. So there's two aspects to it. Learning is key. You can take it positively, that okay, you've learned an experience, or you can take it negatively, saying, oh my gosh, like I can never do this again, I don't want to do this again, and then that's it, you end it as that. But my advice to you would be, take every experience and everything you can, good or bad, take it as a learning curve and continue. Use that as a momentum to continue, because sometimes if something else messes up, you're going to be like, okay, well, as long as it wasn't as bad at that time, first of all, and you handle the situation better, because as you're learning, you're maturing through your journey as well. And no doubt, the more you mature, the more you know how to handle situations, the more you know how to sell yourself, the more you know how to you know where the clients will come. And I mean, it comes like that, it comes with experience. Nobody starts their journey knowing everything. When you're actually starting yourself, like the business or, you know, the journey that you're doing as an entrepreneur, there will always be stuff that is not on the textbook, that is not, you know, that you need to do it through experience and through the journey. But hold on, you guys, it is worth it. And learn, teach, spread, love. Yes. So today it's all about learning is key. I hope you continuously learn on your journey as an entrepreneur, and also understand that as a community, I mean, Entrepreneur's Diary is here to build the community, because I want like-minded individuals to learn from one another. And this is the reason that I'm doing these videos, not because I like to be in front of the camera, but because I want you guys to learn from one another. Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I hope you learn everything that you need to know.